Blog Talk Radio.
And hello, beloved gods and goddesses. Welcome, family, to another one of our Blog Talk Radio shows with Zorra. And today we have a Zorra product call. We have an exciting call today with a very special couple of guests. So let me go ahead and, first of all, I'm trying to reach the other speaker to come in. So hold on one second. Thank you.
Hi, it's Bruce.
Yes, hello, Bruce. It's Jane, and Jeff is here along with my partner, Billy. So we're now on the air on our Blog Talk show, and thank you so much for being here.
Well, thanks. It's great to be here. One big happy family.
Right. Indeed, we are. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put you on mute for a little bit, and I'm going to introduce you in a little bit. Okay, so hang in there. Thank you, Bruce, for being here. All right, everyone. So a product call, this is solely a product call. We'll have Zorra on the call as well later on. But what we want to be able to do today is, one, I'm going to go ahead and bring Zorra on so that we can send everyone just a huge blast of love and energy and healing before we begin the show. So here we go. Let me get Zorra in.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Zorra. You want to say hi to our family?
Yes. Hello, family. This is Zorra.
Oh, hold on one second, Zorra. Billy,
okay.
Hold on a minute there.
All right.
Little technical stuff going.
Technology.
Yeah, hold on 1 minute. Okay. Okay. Now, I guess I need to ask you if you can hear me well.
Yeah.
How about that? Oh, very good. Okay. So as I was telling our family, since it's a product call that we have, I think what we'd like to do is maybe just start off with just giving everyone to each other lots of a love blast, a love healing blast.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get started. You start.
Okay.
Go ahead, dear.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Receive.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We receive. We receive great love, great divine love, great healing, and great abundance. And so it is, and we know it.
Yep.
So all of you right now, if you just close your eyes for just a minute, you should be able to feel that loving energy floating, coming in through your body, through your energy system, and just kind of feeling love, feeling joy, feeling happy. And that's how we want to begin this fabulous call that we have today. And let's begin. So as far as Billy saying anything, Billy's going to talk a little bit about the product and what she has felt from it, because she just received a blast of it just a short while ago. And the same thing with another special guest that we have. And so I would like to maybe start off because the title of the call is called, it's about something new, something phenomenal, something really, really extraordinary. And that is really what we're all about. we're all about spirituality and healing on a very spiritual, on the spiritual side, but we are also about healing the body in the best ways possible to be able to provide and endorse products that we feel are the best that's out there. And most recently, we came upon this wonderful, excellent product, and this is what a couple of our guests, especially this one particular guest, his name is Jeff Ackerman, is going to be talking about. So with that, I'm going to go ahead let's see, we'll go ahead and unmute Jeff. And I'm going to go ahead and just tell you a little bit about Jeff, and I'll let him explain what this whole project is about. Hey, Jeff, are you with us?
I sure am. Glad to be here.
Good. And so just for the folks, I just kind of want to give them a little bit of background, and perhaps maybe you can expound on this and then begin to talk about this incredible product that you have now brought to the world. So Jeff has been with this company probably for about 3 years, working in the background with a science team to bring about this product to all of us. And he's an entrepreneur. He's been around and worked with lots, and he's also very much into health and wellness. He's actually worked with many chiropractor doctors over the past 20 years or so. So he understands the importance of working with things that are of the best nature to become involved in this particular product. So, Jeff, please let us know. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your little background, and then, of course, about this particular product, which I haven't even told them what it is. So go ahead. Take it away, Jeff.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I've always been on a quest to have optimal health. And, I was blessed to be a part of a family where my wife's dad was a naturopath. And so for the last 20 years, I have been exposed to some pretty amazing things working with these people that were looking for 100% natural healing. And one of our frustrations, though, was we never really had a way of measuring exactly what was going on in someone's body. And we didn't know when we were helping them exactly what was going on within the body to make sure they were getting everything they needed. Well, 5 years ago, a good friend of mine married a daughter of a science team member from Europe. He's the only member here in the United States. And he shared with me how they would do blood work on people that were coming in from around the world with issues that doctors said is impossible to fix. Every 30 days, they would do blood work, and these afflictions would go away. And I said, I have to be a part of this. So for the last 3 years, I was able to bring people to the science team who learned about this technology, utilized the technology, and through blood work, I watched how their body could turn themselves around. So basically what it is the science team knows there's 40 essential plants that are on this planet. They developed a special extraction process where they can see whether it's from the leaf, the stalk, or the root. They take these extracts from different parts, and they can see exactly what happens in the blood. Now they have identified 80 to 120 of the top extracts of the best plants on the planet. See, in this country, due to all the contamination that is now proven through all the media on these chemical companies, Monsanto's, and things like this, all the water and all the ground is contaminated. So whether we eat organic food or not, by no choice, you poison yourself every time you eat. And a little simple analogy of what this means to the body. When you get stung by a bee, the vascular system constricts. It holds the poison because if that leaks into the blood, it will kill you. Due to the chemical exposure that we're getting on a daily basis with our food, rather than our body utilizing this food optimally, it's constricting the vessels, which means bad blood production, which means the immune system is not able to get everywhere in a sufficient manner. So the key to this technology from the science team, they understand the immune system is the body's best defense. So what does the immune system need? Well, it needs blood to carry it. How do you get good blood production? Food. So by having the best parts of the best plants, this is the most recognizable and the most utilized by the body. So immediately when you spray this in your mouth, your cells of your mouth recognize it as food because that's what it is. Immediately goes into the bloodstream. Now your body starts producing blood correctly, which carries the immune system to all the cells and cleans the body out and opens up the system. With the system open, people that have symptoms like itchy eyes, all the different times of the year, they're sniffling, they're sneezing, they're having all kinds of issues. These are gone within 2 weeks. When you have blood production and the cells get cleaned by the immune system, it can release all of this. So people that have, major constricted in the body, they have other afflictions that are severe. These types of things, you can't feel it coming on the body, and you can't feel this product working in the body. But because it's opening the system up over time, people start to notice, hey, I sleep better. I'm not waking up 3 times in a night. Maybe I'm not having to go to the bathroom after 2 hours all night long. We've had people saying, hey, I'm sleeping for 4 hours and 5 hours at a time, which I can't remember the last time that I've done this. Healthy hair, healthy nails, looking younger. These are all positive side effects to your body having good blood production. Now, we've had 3,800 doctors in this country using this over the last 4 to 15 years. We have the leading soft tissue expert for the LA Dodgers and most of the NBA. He shows that athletes are healing 3 to 4 times faster by having this technology, the good blood production, which makes sense. It's carrying the immune system to the injury site, so naturally it's going to heal better. We have one of the leading cardiovascular surgeons out in San Antonio showing that he can get rid of constriction in the vessels so that they can go in and remove temporary things that, doctors put in order to keep the system open. He also was the chief surgeon of a Desert Storm and testified he would have saved thousands of people if he had had this technology. So this is not a product that's doing something to you. I want to be very clear. This product doesn't do anything. It's food. It's just what your body needs so that it can do what it's designed to do. So it's not a supplement. Our bodies are not designed to take concentrated doses of anything over time, even if it's from a natural source. It acts like a synthetic in the body because the body is not recognizing it, and so that causes adverse effects as well. That is why the industry of the supplementation world is $58 billion, but the rate of heart diseases and cancers is still on a tremendous rise. This technology is imperative. We're blessed to have this. And so I want everybody to take a real look at this and listen to what I'm saying. Blood production is the key to your life. If the blood can't transport, nothing you do is going to work. This is the key. So do you have any questions for me?
Well, I was wondering, Jeff, if you could go over a little bit in terms of I know that you can't go into the technology part of it as far as how the extraction works, but a little bit more about if you say that even organic products are not the best out there. If we can have at least organic or non-GMO, that's great because your body still needs regular nutrition. So this is still like an adjunct to the foods that we're eating, right? And where do these extracts come from also?
Yes, this extracts, these plants are actually grown in areas of the world that are protected. This is the food source to the royals, the wealthiest people on the planet. They have known this technology for over 400 years, that the body, if it has the right nutrition, can heal itself. And so they've protected these resources. No planes fly over it. There's no smokestack. There's no contamination. It's protected. And so that's where these plants come from. So in this country, just because of the chemical companies having such a control is the reason why our food is so contaminated. They said if they stopped using chemicals, it would take 26 years for the soil to reverse the damage that it has in this country. So that's a major thing. Now, because we have to eat, and with this product, they recommend you eat 10 minutes after you spray it. So you still do need to eat food. And, of course, you want to try to eat organic, raw, fruits and vegetables, things like this nature. But that alone is not going to be enough for the body to turn itself around. That is why this is essential that people get this in their body. And children have 100 times the exposure as adults. And so we're going to see a lot of pain if we can't get this out to people and really share with them why it's so important that they have this in their body.
Okay. So when you say that these products are the products themselves or the herbs or whatever it is, these are primarily grown in a specific area in Europe, right?
Correct. It's a protected area. In fact, one of the research areas, there's 40 miles of barbed wire protecting the area. And like I said, because of who they are, they can dictate where planes fly. They can ensure that there's no industry there. They can ensure there's no chemical issues in these areas of the world, and they do protect it.
Okay. All right. So as far as, you've mentioned a few of I would say, testimonies, that you've received in regards to this product. How long has this been out, and why has it taken it so long for us to get to it, or that now it's become public?
That's a great question. See, the science team works at a different realm. They literally have thousands and thousands of people that understand this technology that fly in from around the world to have this technology in their body. See, the science team introduced the supercomputer. They took all the data, and they were able to organize the data to narrow the plants down from 210 down to 40 because the 40 covered everything. Then they built the extraction process. So they're the number one science team in the world with this technology. For them to go to the public and try to educate a public that has been lied to their entire lives, that's a waste of time. But because my good friend married the daughter of the science team member, he said, I understand how to use word of mouth. And in the next 5 to 10 years, we will build thousands and thousands of people using this technology, and we will be able to show that data, showing that we are not getting the same afflictions that everybody else is getting. And so we're going for an international patent to help get this technology into mainstream. It'll take time, obviously, and that's what we're doing. So we're spreading it as quickly as we can and sharing people's testimonials on it.
Okay. Well, perhaps maybe I'm going to have Bruce, and maybe I know that he might have as well some questions. But, I think, when we had talked a little bit, and we're talking about symptoms. So a lot of people right now, it seems that everybody is always getting some sort of an infection, some sort of, and of course there's always the big bacteria problems that we have in many of the nursing homes or even out there, and they call that the MRSA and all the other bacteria that are out there besides the viruses. How does this kind of, well, tell us a little bit about what people have felt, if they had an infection, how quickly can they recuperate from these symptoms?
Yes, right now, the science team with this technology is in a worldwide project. It's called the Longitude Prize. That was put out by David Cameron back in 2013. He was the Prime Minister of Great Britain. And the issue is antibiotics are no longer working like they used to. There's a major problem. These superbugs are in every hospital worldwide. So they first went to the pharmaceutical industry, giving them hoping that they could figure out something to stop these bugs. Well, they tested over 100,000 drugs against these bugs with no avail. They came back to the government and they said, look, if we do not find a solution by the year 2050, we will lose 100 million people a year because it's contagious. So we're talking MRSA, staph infection, flesh-eating virus, any of these issues that are in all the hospitals. This science team is one of 200 science teams. They were forced to open the door to accredited science teams working within the government or major corporations within government. We are one of them. We are the only team that has already shown within 3 days people's immune systems, if they have the right nutrition through these extracts, they are able to start seeing the healing process within 3 days. So we're slated to win the Nobel Prize, or to win the Longitude Prize because of this technology. So the product that we're working with, it gets the body to produce blood correctly. It's not the product, remember, it's food. But the body picks it up, and then it's able to transport the immune system. And you can do any research you want. The immune system's function is to destroy all pathogens. That is the key. And so all we're doing is providing the food that the body's needed.
You know, it seems so simple, and yet it seems very, very complex in terms of how it actually works in the body. Perhaps maybe you could also tell us a little bit about like the cardiologist that also works, someone that you know has been working in this field already and has worked with patients.
Yes, absolutely. You know, the cardiologists are just blown away because their job is to help somebody's system get open so that they don't die. And when they realize that your immune system can do it on its own, it's been a blessing because they've been able to go to patients that they've had in the past, and they've been able to work with these patients to remove things that they had put in place, because now they know the immune system can do it. So they get them on the technology. The immune system gets what we call clean pipes, healthy pipes, all 5 main arteries of the heart. And when this happens, they're able to go in and surgically remove things that they put into the body to do this artificially. And so those have adverse effects on humans, that artificial products. So they want to get those out of there if they can. And now they have the ability to do that. So it's just been a huge blessing for them. And, when you want to talk about the technology, it's a very simple thing. The complexity is knowing what happens when an extract goes into the body. There's millions of reactions that happen. And so you're mixing extract combinations together, working with the synergy of the body. And that takes extensive quantum physics that, quite frankly, I don't believe it was humanly possible for a human to just figure it out. This is divine. This is on this planet for our benefit, and we are now getting access to this in a much bigger way, which is incredible.
Okay. So in other parts of the world, a lot of people are very, very concerned about the EMF. We're talking about radiation. We're talking about all the technology that's around us. So is this something that could also help us in terms of a defense against, radiation and all of, the EMF that's out there?
Absolutely, because inside the body, the same afflictions are happening with that as with chemical damage. So the immune system sees the injured cells, and it's correcting it. So the blood is carrying the immune system, and the immune system is correcting this damage. It looks the same to the immune system. So absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, Jeff, I really appreciate that. We do have some people on the call that have some questions. So everyone that's interested and has a question for Jeff, just go ahead and press 1, and we'll get you. We'll see how many people we can get to for this call. But in the meantime, I would like to bring in another individual, and his name on this call, his name is Bruce. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Bruce Bevkar. Yeah, Bevkar. And let me go ahead and bring him in. Bruce is a very gifted individual. There we go. Bruce has been. Oh, hi, Bruce.
Hey.
Hello.
Greetings. Greetings.
Greetings. I just want to if I can, I just want to give them a little bit of an introduction about you. Bruce is a really good friend of someone we know, Peter Sterling. And in fact, Bruce, I hope one of these days we'll have Bruce as well as Peter come on board and give us, some beautiful sharing of their music with all of us, which would be really, really a treat. But as far as Bruce has been in the musical industry for a number of years already. He's had his awards with having some of his albums on the top charts. He's very much into he's actually a veteran in the acoustic guitar and is a multi-instrumentalist. So Bruce, thank you for being here on our call. And we know that also that, so tell us a little bit more about you and what you're finding so far about this liquid gold RX.
Well, thank you for the introduction. Great to be here with all of you. And that was a nice sort of brief overview of my bio. I have actually 17 CDs out now.
Whoa.
Starting in 1986 with an album called Take It to Heart. And that was the beginning of my music career then. But I had been writing music well before that in my teens. But I'm probably best known from a work that I did in coordination with Deepak Chopra and his work for Ayurvedic medicine called The Magic of Healing Music. And it's music to balance the body styles. And Deepak wanted music created for Westerners, whereas typically in India they would use Indian raga music. Well, I studied Indian raga music and translated it into music for Westerners using Western instrumentation. And so that's sort of a brief overview of that particular project. And so I'm very focused on the healing aspects of music and the healing arts, and which is interesting, which made my ears perk up when I heard about this product, Liquid Gold RX, from Brother Peter. And I just received my bottle today, which is interesting. And my experience is, I hope many people have the same experience that I have, but, I don't want people to expect that they're going to have, feel anything at all, except a good foundation nutritionally. But I just had an off-the-charts experience, 4 sprays, and then an hour later I felt this amazing core synergy coming on and perhaps traveling through my blood. Initially I felt very nice mood enhancement and felt the temples and forehead sort of lightening up. And I'm very sensitive to stuff I put in my body, so I can immediately feel anything that I'm, ingesting or taking in and kind of vibing it out. And this is amazing. It just felt like it was really addressing a core foundation, in the body. And after about an hour, I started to feel this warmth around my heart, which after I thought about it, well, it makes sense. It's getting into the bloodstream with this particular symphony of herbs and traveling through the blood and of course to the center, to the heart. And I'm sure that's what I was feeling. So I was surprised to feel this warm sensation. And of course, energetically, I've been since then just feeling, top of the world, great energy. And again, I feel like I'm a pretty healthy individual, 66 years old, but I'm a health nut over the years, and so maybe I don't have as much of a healing crisis to go through as some people might, if in fact they even have that. But I just felt like it was addressing a real deep level in the body, as I could feel it, going into my body. So today was just a great first experience, and I'm certainly interested, to put this over the weeks and months and see how it affects sleep and any other issues that come up. My wife's dealing with sleep issues and getting off bioidenticals and dealing with, high cortisol from situations. And so she'll be a great guinea pig for this too, but I know she had an initial great reaction. So we'll see.
Very nice. Well, thank you.
Yeah, and one of the questions that I do have of Jeff is, I kind of wondered, is there any sacred geometry involved in the production of this product? It seems like perhaps there would be, but maybe not, but maybe inadvertently. But anyway, it was just a question that I was curious about. So.
Yeah, I do not understand even the smallest amounts of the mathematics that goes into this, but the lead scientist, what he has shared with me was everything is about the numbers and the math. And this is why chemicals do not work in the body, because the mathematics do not work. And so this quantum physics that they're using in the high-tech computers, it's very mathematical. And, it's probably just like music, in the body. When you really break it down, listening to you speak and talking about the healing powers of music, it all works together. And when you have the right extracts mixed in the right combinations, working with enzymes that are already within our bodies and everything that's happening, it's just incredible what's going on. And so I know very little, but I do know it's very complex what they're working with.
Well, certainly judging from the actual flavor and the taste for the first time, it was incredible. It's like a symphony, like you're talking about, an orchestration of many things together. It felt like a symphony of herbs that are all working synergistically together, and it creates a very unique flavor when you look at the list of the herbs that are in the product. Very interesting, and it has its own vibe and flavor, and I love it.
Exactly.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, great testimonial. Great testimonial.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you,
thanks
Bruce.
for your sharing, too.
Yeah. Why don't we go ahead, Jeff, if you don't mind, we can go ahead and get started with some questions.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. So, everyone, you know what we do. It's you tell us who you are, where you're from, and your question for Jeff. Okay. We'll have Zorra on a little bit later in the show. Okay. So here we go. 760 ending in 0782. 0782.
Hi, Jane. I think it's me.
Yes.
This is Lee from San Diego.
Hey, nice to hear
yes.
you. Yes.
Oh, I am so impressed with what I've just heard. I think this is one of the most exciting things we've ever heard about. And these gentlemen that are sharing their wonder with us are real, the real thing. And I need to order this immediately and get this out into the world. I need it so much for myself and now, but I believe in this because I am intuitive to tune in to something this special always. So that's all I have to say. But send it to me soon. I'll get in touch with how I go about it.
Okay. Now, Jeff, if you can, explain a little bit more in terms of, I'll share with everyone our website so you can go there and kind of check it out for yourself. But also, if you know that this works for you and you want to be able to share it with others that you know, you can make a little bit on the side. Or more, if you like, as a distributor or as a customer. Jeff, do you know a little bit about the back office in regards to how people can get paid on this?
Yeah, absolutely. So as a customer, we want to make this product affordable for everyone. So it's $65 plus shipping. As a customer, though, when you refer to other customers, it is $31 after shipping. And every time you refer to new customers, you can get an additional bottle for $31. Now, as a distributor, there's two packages that you can buy. You can get a package of 4 bottles. That's $300. So after shipping, it's $315. Or you can get 9 bottles for $598, and after shipping, that becomes $620. The only differences between the two packages is in one package, you are more leveraged. At the $600 level, you actually have 3 business centers where you can earn money from. You activate one business center and get that growing, and then you can come back and activate a second business center. and you can make a substantial income. But our main focus, like I said, is just to get this in the hands of everyone. It doesn't matter how you come in. Some people are using this to fund their own health. So it's nice to have the ability to share it and make some income so that you can get your product for free. And that's what we want. We want everybody to be able to experience. Just like your caller that just came on, I mean, she expressed exactly how I feel. And Bruce, I know, feels this way. And we're creating a family of people that really cares about people's health. And we're trying to get this out to people so that they can experience this for themselves and their families. So that's the way to get in.
Before we go on to the next caller, Jeff, I did listen in to the other call yesterday in regards to someone saying that here is an individual who's been complaining of pain in her joints and wherever for many years, and she took she was on this liquid gold, and it was only for a matter of a couple of weeks or so, and she had no more pain.
Yeah, we've had people experience amazing things in 24 hours because their body is so starved for this nutrition, this extracts. And I've had doctors that have come on that have back surgeries and they're in pain. And there is a way to use this a little bit different if you're dealing with an issue. If you believe that you're healthy, it's only 4 sprays in your mouth 10 minutes before you eat. If you have an issue that you're dealing with, you're going to want to do 8 sprays in the morning before you eat, 8 sprays before lunch, and 8 sprays before dinner. And you're going to want to maintain this to get the system open. So when people are doing these levels, they're experiencing pain going away in 2 days, a week. Some's taking a little bit longer depending on their own body, because remember, your immune system does everything, not the product. So some people take a little bit longer because they have more issues going on in the body. And without actually seeing people's blood work, we have no idea where they're at. So you are the judge. If you have an issue, start out spraying 24 sprays a day. So that's 8 sprays before each meal, 10 minutes before you eat, 3 times a day. And you will see the difference. Now, after the system gets open, then you're able to start tapering off because the system stays open as long as you continuously do this. As long as you're getting the right food in your body on a daily basis, eventually you go down to where you're just doing a maintenance of 4 sprays per day, and that's all you need. But I will play with it. Like I play football every week, and I broke a small bone in my wrist, and so I did increase the amount of sprays because I knew that I wasn't going to stop playing, first of all, and I needed it to heal faster. So you dictate once you got your body feeling the way that you need it to feel.
Hey, Jeff, can you put this on topically to help, like with pain or like if you have, something on the skin that you don't like, eczema or something like that? Have you heard about that?
You put it on topically as well as spraying it in. And for your pets, guys, they have blood. Anything that has blood. We have seen incredible things with pets. Pets can't lie, and they don't have near the outside influence on the pet industry. So veterinarians are able to talk more about what they're witnessing with pets. Yes.
Well, could
brand
you
new
tell us
babies
a little bit
all
about
the way
that?
to 90 years old, doesn't matter.
Okay,
Did I tell who?
So if you're going to treat a child, someone who might have whatever it is, you just spray it in their mouth as well. Just 4, or you take it down, you only give them 1 spray, or a pet 1 spray, right?
Yeah, for young children, like we have a 3-year-old, he's doing 2 sprays 3 times a day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you drank the whole bottle, it would not hurt your body because your immune system will not damage you. You would just be wasting the product.
Wow.
But for a child, because their immune systems are a little bit better than ours, 2 sprays 3 times a day for this child with what they were experiencing. And then you can increase from there. And see, this is what I'm here for. If people have questions, all I have to do is get those questions to me, and I will answer them and help with dosages. so we can,
Okay.
keep it the communication's always open.
So how can people reach you then?
People can reach me through you, Bruce,
Okay.
whoever,
Sure. Okay.
they can get their questions to you, and then you can get them to me, and then I can get it back to them,
Okay.
So.
Perfect. Okay, so what do you suggest also then for pets? We did the children. So how about for pets?
Yeah, for the pets, the same thing, like 2 to 3 sprays in the mouth. If it's, just kind of a maintenance thing, if they're dealing with something that's more serious, then you want to do that, 2-3 times a day so that you can get the system open. So the most that we ever have a human doing it is 12 times, and I'm talking about really severe cases. Severe cases that, they're not in good shape at all. They will do 12 sprays 3 times a day. I've never seen more than that. So.
Okay. So the experience that you had with people putting it on their skin topically, what has that been? Like if you have eczema or if you have itching or burning or something?
Both. Correct. You do both, but what happens is it's directing the immune system a little bit more concentrated to that area. So by having it absorb into the bloodstream through the skin as well as in through the mouth, the immune system is going to that area quicker.
Okay. And I think I just kind of want to bring it up since we're talking about the blood system, and that blood system works all over the entire body. What kind of symptoms have people complained of and have been relieved on a neurological level?
We've had people say that they have clarity, like very quickly. They start noticing clarity, waking up in the morning without the fog. We actually have a case where I wish we had the video to share, but a girl had been in an accident, and she had to walk with a cane, could not drive, was losing her eyesight, and no matter how hard she fought, the words just didn't come out correctly. And after 90 days on the product, she was able to drive, walk with no cane, and speak completely clearly.
Really?
So by getting the blood system opened, that is the brain. That is your brain and how you think and everything that has to do with that. The liver is the number one organ. The liver can regenerate itself in 90 days. So the liver is what has the communication for blood production. It is what communicates to the immune system, and it is the number one organ in the body. It's the command center. And so, through blood work, I have watched how having the right nutrition in the body, the numbers will normalize in your blood.
Okay. So it's probably for some people that want to really kind of know what it's doing for them. If you want, why don't you go ahead and order the product and then go get your blood work done, and then you'll be able to kind of, compare your blood work from one to the after you've taken this liquid gold for, a week or two.
Yes,
that
now
would be
on
amazing.
blood work, for anybody that wants to do blood work, we have a specific set of panels. It's very extensive that we pull. And so they would need to get in touch with me, and then we could set that up, and they would order their blood work, and then they could go down and get the results or get the test drawn, and then they would do that again in 30 days, and then we could share with them where they started and where they finished, because that type of blood work that we're pulling, doctors don't even understand how to read it, and they don't pull it. They don't know why it's important.
Interesting.
Whereas we pull a complete set of blood work.
Okay. Have you ever had any people complain of blood clots and decreased circulation in their blood, and then that being again remedied because of this particular product?
Yeah, it's not the product; it's your own body. But I've seen everything. I've seen absolutely everything.
Oh, you have.
There's not anything that you guys could think of that the blood doesn't touch. It touches every cell. In fact, I know of, my ex, she got into a car accident, and she broke her bone, and they said that this is a dead zone, and the chances of it healing were going to be very slim. When they did the surgery on it, it was her fibula and tibula. One of the bones they didn't repair at all. It was in 10 different pieces. and she went to another surgeon in another state, and they said that they had done the surgery wrong and that he was going to have to go in and fix it, and there was definitely a malpractice because if it hits a artery, it can kill her. And they were saying that she needed to put weight on it, which it should have never had weight on in the first place. So 6 weeks ago, he looked at the x-rays and said she for sure needed to go in and have surgery. She went in 3 days ago, and he said, I can't believe what I'm seeing. And she said, what? And he said, there's fuzzy stuff. You see this fuzzy stuff all over these breaks and how the bones are all coming back together? You have to understand, your cells know where they're supposed to be. They only have simple functions.
Yeah.
So he was looking at an x-ray showing her that her body is healing faster than a 12-year-old. And he has no idea why, because he's never seen this before in 20 years of surgery.
Amazing.
That's the power
Wow.
of your immune system in your blood.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, let's go on with another question that we have here. The next person is 502 ending in 7576. 7576. You're on the air.
Hi, Jane. My question is for Jeff. This is Pamela in Kentucky.
Hey, Pamela.
Yes, my question is I have fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, and diabetes, too. We've had a terrible time getting my numbers under control, and I take probably 8 supplements a day and then also 7 or 8 prescriptions for the diabetes, and it's helping some. I'm 65 years old. How will this help me?
By getting better blood production in the body, your blood then is going to be able to carry the immune system to the areas of damage. And your doctor, who is monitoring you, is going to see changes in your blood. And then your doctor will be able to wean you off of things that you're on now. And he probably won't believe what he's seeing. And you may not want to share it with him either. But he will dictate you coming down off of your medications. But see, blood production is the key. If you had this technology prior to ever getting anything, the chances of you getting anything are very slim because you have to have constricted vessels in order to get into a problem. And that's because of not getting the right food in your system. So what you're going to experience is amazing things, and you're going to know. You're going to feel your body going through changes, and then the doctor is going to see through your blood work that things are changing for you.
Awesome. All
but
right,
your doctor
thank you.
will dictate all of that. Absolutely. Great question.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Pam. All right. Our next question is coming from, oops, hold on a second. There we go. Next person is 941 ending in 2219.
Hi, this is Bambi in Florida.
Hi, Bambi.
Hey, Bambi.
Hi, how are you? I have a question, and it really has to do mainly for my mom with regard to your product. She is 77, has COPD. She's on oxygen 24/7. So I am definitely interested in this. She eats really well. Her skin is beautiful, but the one thing she has been able to get past is, healing her lungs. So I'm wondering how this might, if you've had experience with this, if others have with COPD have had experience with this, and if you know anything about the results.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've had tremendous results with, like I said, anything that people are experiencing. See, everybody's body's different. So your immune system in your body not being able to get to the cells to clean them out comes out in everything that you can imagine on the planet. So, one person gets this affliction, another person gets a completely different affliction, but it's all because of constricted vessels and not having good blood production. So, people that are having a hard time with their breathing, breathe better. People that are coughing all the time, stop coughing. People that have a bad appetite, all of a sudden get hungry. People that are hungry all the time, all of a sudden they don't need to eat as much. So it's individually your body. It's your own immune system. It's dictating everything. And again, this is just food. But by getting the right food, your body produces good blood. And blood is what carries that immune system. So I've seen everything that you can imagine. And, when you give this to your mom, she's going to be able to share with you the differences in how she's feeling based on, what she's feeling, she's experiencing every day. People with heart disease can't feel the heart disease, but your mom can feel what she's going through. We had a lady the other day that her hand would shake so bad. She's 87. If she filled a glass half full of water, she would spill the entire glass of water. After 4 days, her hand is no longer shaking. She can hold a half full glass of water without spilling any of it. So then she filled it to the top and barely spilled a couple drops. This is in 4 days, guys. So everybody has their own personal testimonial that they will experience by having good blood production in the body. But absolutely, anything that you have going on, better blood production is always better.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, great question.
Okay, great. Hey, Debbie, we got to talk. Thank you. Thanks for calling.
Sure.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. All right. Quick question for you, Jeff. Since we're talking about how great this particular food, what do we call it? Food product. We have to call it some sort of
food technology.
It's a product.
Yeah.
Food technology. Okay, that's a brilliant food technology. So, if it does so much for the body, does that mean it also, obviously, it seems like it can do certain anti-aging, processes
Absolutely.
for the body so that you can live longer as well, right? So maybe talk a little bit about that too.
Yeah, so with this technology, the science team has been able to show that once your immune system fixes everything in the blood, you then can get your immune system to turn on stem cells. And this is the only way, the science team has explained to us, the only way that your body will utilize stem cells is if it produces it itself in real time. This is the only way. And so what they are able to do is there's a third-party lab out there that won the Nobel Prize back in 2009 on telomere length. And the telomere at the end of your DNA code determines your biological age. They've done research to people that live in remote areas with no pollution, and their biological age is much older than their birth age, or much younger than their birth age. Mm-hmm. Whereas in this country, because of the chemical damage, it's the opposite. Mm-hmm. Once you get your blood normal, there is a process that you can go through, and you can actually reverse your age using this technology. And we have actually done it with over 1,000 people. And some people up to 30 years reversal on their first blood tests that they do with this Nobel Prize-winning lab.
So, but this is not this product, right?
Similar that is not this product. This product is getting you to a point where you could do that technology. It's very expensive, very, very expensive. But you got to use this product to get the body to where it needs to be before you could ever think about taking that next step. But it's the same plants. It's just it's mixed in different extract combinations to get the bone marrow to produce stem cells. So it's same technology, just different.
Well, we'll look forward to that down the road then.
Yes.
Okay. For sure. All right, everybody. Let me see. I think I do. Yeah. I have, hey, Jeff. Not Jeff. I'm sorry, Jeff. Hey, Bruce, do you have any another question or two before I bring in other people on the call?
Well, Jeff shared a lot of great information there. Nothing comes to mind right off the bat, but one thing that I thought it was interesting when you look at the ingredients of the product, they're all very, very interesting. But I did notice that you don't see a lot of the typical superfoods that you'll see out there that are being touted. Whether it's astragalus or ashwagandha or whatever, Chinese herbs, this and that. But it's very interesting how they arrived, at these particular group of herbs through the analysis, through the supercomputer. And so I find that really fascinating, that there's got to be, these are all hand-picked, and then they're working in synergy. So,
one thing I want to share with you, Bruce, and that's a good point. When you look at the supplement world, they understand that people want to feel something. Almost all your supplements have caffeine, guarana, some sort of stimulant, and that is not this. So that gets people to feel something, but feeling is not your health. So that's a good point. Thank you.
Okay, so if I can confirm, thank you for that, Bruce. There is no caffeine in this product.
No caffeine. No stimulants in it. It does not change, manipulate. It doesn't change, manipulate. There is no outside thing that this product does. This product is just food. Your body picks it up, and your body takes over from that point forward. So it's kind of funny because we really stress to people the product doesn't do anything, and they've never heard that before. It's a product that does nothing. It's just what your body needs so it can do what it's designed to do. It's not the food that you're eating. And the science team member always says to us, what do you think is the most important nutrition for your life today? Because what you need is different than what I need. The most important part of the nutrition is what you're missing. So if you tried to sit down and eat all these foods in a setting every single day, it'd be a tremendous amount of food. So they have everything that you need as far as blood production and your body doing its most important functions is in this food. They've got it all there. And that's why it works.
It's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing how they've been able to technologically put that together. Well, this is what's going to help every single person in the world. It doesn't matter what the problem, what issues or concerns are. That is truly an amazing product when you think about that. Okay, so our next caller is ending in 8176. 843, ending in 8176. You're on the air.
Yes, this is Henry in North Carolina.
Hello, Henry.
Hey, Henry.
Hi, how are you?
Awesome.
I have a mother that has, she's 87, and I'm 68, and she has dementia. And I'm looking for something, but my problem is financially, I'm I'll be able to help the company in the near future whenever a lot of inheritance come in. And but in the meantime, we have food stamps and we have Medicaid, Medicare insurance. Is there any way we could work a deal? I've got to take her tomorrow and have her cholesterol checked. They're going to do some blood work tomorrow, early in the morning. I'm just wondering if I could get some kind of doctor's orders or something like that in order, we both need it, and I know a lot more people that I can help out as well, I would like to buy it and just give it away, personally.
Absolutely.
A lot of people can't
Henry,
afford it.
Yeah, unfortunately, insurance will not cover it. We have people that will cut out different things in their diets because this is food. They will cut out different things in their diet so they can get their hands on it. Or, another way is to get several people interested by getting them the information. And then when those people are ready to be a part of the business, you could spend the money because you're going to make the money right back. So there's different ways that you can try to make it happen. But, unfortunately, insurance isn't going to cover it. It's food. And so that's the way it works.
Well, if it's food stamps would cover it if somebody was retailing it,
Yeah, I wish we could use food stamps for it. That would be great.
Oh, Lord, I don't know, man. Well, anyway, let's see. Well, how do you think it would do with a dementia? How do you think it would work?
If you want to look up constricted vessels, you're going to find that all of those fall in the same category. So
Yeah.
blood production is the key. Blood production is the key.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're saying it will work. Okay.
Anytime you have constricted vessels in the body, by getting good blood production and carrying the immune system, it opens it up. And so, like I said, it affects everybody in different ways. And, I can't talk specifics, but what I can tell you is everything that she's experiencing is due to constricted vessels. That's all it is.
Right. Okay.
So
yeah,
she's
not
not getting
I
enough blood flow with the immune system.
Sugar. Yeah, sugar has a big effect on dementia. It causes it as well. I've been doing a lot of research. I've looked at a lot of companies and everything. So, okay. Well, thank you. I guess I'm done.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Henry.
Thank you, Henry.
Thank you so much. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Boy, we just can't wait for some of these blessings to come through, folks. That's another. That's another story. Okay, so we have. Let me see. We have 05 ending. Let's see. 206 ending in 0590. 0590. You're on the air with Jeff.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh. Hello.
Yes.
Oh yes. You answered all my questions, so you could go on to the next caller. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right.
Good job.
Thank
okay.
you.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Let me see.
Let me ask you something, Jane.
Uh-huh.
Let me ask you something really quick before we move on.
Okay,
Do you
sure.
suppose that if you have constricted vessels, that's going to affect your memory and how you think and how the mind works? Do you think that's got a big role? So by getting the vessels open so that the blood production can get in there and the immune system, you think it might affect your memory?
That's
a little bit.
No-brainer. Yes, just a little.
A no-brainer.
No. So anyone who has, and especially for those of us, and I'm going to have to put myself into that mix. If you're, above the 50-year bracket or whatever, and getting into your 70s and 80s, this would be an absolutely tremendous product. Just taking it, just to keep your, to really help to improve all of the different systems of the body. Because it's like a one-stop shopping. We're not saying don't eat. You have to eat. You have to eat the nutritious food that you need. And if you have supplements, I wouldn't say stop taking them. Would you? So how would you bring supplements into the equation here, Jeff?
Yeah, you want to make sure that your supplements are from a whole food source because your body only recognizes food. So, like if I have a cold coming on, I'll take Ester C because I know that it helps with me not getting a cough. I never get more than a runny nose. So I do certain things. And if you know of good whole food supplements out there that you're taking, yeah, of course. What I'm talking about is these types of things aren't enough. And so this is a remedy, like the CBD oils. That's a remedy. Yes, it does work for pain. Yes, it's better than using a chemical in your body. But do you see people eating bowls of CBD or hemp? No, you do not. You see people eating food. Food is the key.
Yes.
And food you can do forever. It's not a remedy. So that's the differences. And, once the immune system gets rid of something, the immune system builds memory cells so that these do not come back into the body. That's how powerful the immune system is.
Yeah. Yeah, so and let's just say, and I don't know what's in that. I haven't looked it up yet either in terms of all the different ingredients that are in this particular technology. But so if I'm taking vitamin C, I've got all my B vitamins, and then I've got my D3, etc. I could still take those in conjunction with this and probably do better, right? Or no?
If it's a good whole food source, then it's going to actually make it better because now the blood can transport it. I do have people, though, that are cutting their bills drastically down because they're using this, and it's doing so much more than anything they've ever dreamed of doing. So that's a nice thing as well. So you can control
very
that.
Good. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's do a couple more here. One is 858 ending in 3033. 3033, you're on the air with Jeff.
Oh. Hello.
Hello. Hey, how are you?
Hi, Jeff. How are you today?
Awesome. How are you?
What I'm wondering if a couple things. Do you have a product, or do you know something that would repair a inguinal hernia?
Oh.
Blood production is the key. So we have athletes that are healing 3 to 4 times faster on this technology, because when your blood can transport the immune system to the injured site, those cells get what they need, and the immune system is what's healing them. So we've had athletes that have completely torn through muscles. And actually, we have an instance where an athlete tore his Achilles tendon, and he was back playing in 28 days. That's unheard of.
How about an inguinal hernia in the groin?
Yeah, your groin muscle is actually a ligament, so you may need some adjustment from a chiropractor to help get it opened up quicker. But obviously, blood production is the key. And so I've even seen somebody with a broken bone that needed surgery, supposedly, from the surgeons. In 90 days, the cells readjusted themselves. They know exactly where they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever had someone heal an inguinal hernia per se, though?
I can't say specifics. What I can tell you is I've seen everything. There's not anything that I haven't seen. If you have an amputation, it's not going to grow it back, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Blood production is the key to everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How about neuropathy, like peripheral neuropathy?
I've seen everything. Blood
it will
production
help
is
that. Help the peripheral neuropathy. Okay.
If it has a cell, the cell needs blood production with the immune system.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Thank you. Great question. Very good question. Okay, and I think this is our last question. 502 ending in 7593. 7593, you're on the air.
Jane, can you hear me? This is Joan in Louisville, Kentucky.
Well, hello, Joan. Welcome.
Hi.
Hey, Joan.
Hi there. I just was wondering, how do I get to your website, Jeff, so that I can place an order for this? And then I have a quick question for Jane.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Jane is going to have all the information for the order.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give you our website. So for those of you that are interested, at least come and look at the website and get some more questions answered there. So our website is www.liquid, LIQUID, gold, GOLD, R as in Robert, X as in X-ray.com. So let me give you the first part of it again. So it's www.liquidgoldrx.com/Zoraya, ZARAYA, Jane, JANE. So those are Billy's and my name. Okay, liquidgoldrx.com/Zoraya Jane. Okay.
That
All
sounds
right. So what
great.
was your Okay.
And then,
question?
Jane, I was wondering if there was any way you could either give my phone number or somehow put me in contact with Henry, because since he can't do this, maybe I can help him with this.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Wow. What a blessing.
Hey, well, you know what? I don't think Henry is going to mind, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. So Henry's number is 843
843
860 8176.
8176. Great.
Okay.
Thank you
so
so
you're
much.
Sweetheart.
Awesome.
Well,
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We love you. Thank you.
Love you.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. Okay. Bye-bye. Sorry. Okay. We have one more call. This is our last call, folks. Okay. So this is 248 ending in 8962. 8962? Oh, okay. So that wasn't. Okay. All right. I think we're done with our call for today, except that we want to be able to talk with Zorra. So, Jeff, I want to say, first of all, and Bruce, I don't know whether you want to hang in there for another 10, 15 minutes, but we want to, Jeff, that was an absolutely fantastic call. We're so happy that you have brought this product, and all of the team, part of the Gold Liquid Gold team business. Thank you for bringing this to us, Jeff. You've been tremendous and helping us get this word out to everyone and more, because this call will also go out virally. So thank you for doing that for all of us. We want everyone to be healthy because, as we all know, we are shifting into our new era, a new era of greater health, greater abundance, and a huge shift spiritually into the full fifth dimension. So with that, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and let Jeff, do you have any last words before I go ahead and put you on mute?
I just wanted to say thank you so much for you guys taking the time to hear this, and it's been a blessing to be able to speak with you and share. Unfortunately, I do have a call that I've got to get on right now, but I do really appreciate your time, and many blessings, and life is in the blood, so keep on keeping on.
You.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much, Chef. And thank you also, Bruce. We'll be talking to you. We're going to be talking. Okay, we're going to go ahead and call on Bruce at another time. So, Bruce, thank you very, very much for being on our call with us today as well. So let's go ahead and bring Zorra through. And
everybody's watching.
Let's see. Wait a minute. So whoever is on, could you please undo your hello? Let me go ahead and get Zorra through. If you're
248 5093.
You know what? I can't. I'm going to have to. Hello, Zorra?
Yes, I'm
Billy?
here.
Okay. All right. Could you bring your dad through?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Did you want? Oh, hey, listen. This is what you could do. Could you share with us your testimony in regards to how it felt for you when you took this product? And I'm hearing a lot of Billy. I'm hearing a lot of. There's a lot of interference here.
You're not coming from me though.
Wow, that is interesting. I'm looking at the board, and I don't see anyone on.
Right. There's somebody that I
don't know
talk.
who. I know. Okay, I'm going to put you on mute for a second, Billy. Hold on. No, we still hear the interference, guys. Hold on a second. Maybe it's. Let me see if I do mine.
Jesus begin.
Hello? Yeah. Whoever is on this call, if you can mute yourself, please do so. Amazing. Okay, Zorra?
Indeed, beloved goddess.
Oh, very good. All right, Zorra. Well, at least I know you'll go over the interference that we have here. So, a couple of things. Tell us about what you think about this product, and then, of course, we want to know about what's happening, with, our blessings, where we are. So, how about the product? What do you think?
Well, understand, beloved goddess, that the liquid gold is what is termed as a food for the blood.
Right.
It is a food for the blood, and it helps the blood to flow to where it needs to flow. And there is no constriction at all.
Wow. And so what do you think about it personally?
If you can, if you have the funds to afford it, go ahead and get it, because it's going to open up your arteries. It's going to open up your veins. It will also, if you have what is termed as a blood clot, it will begin to shrink it down, because it allows the blood to flow.
Because I think something is still going on right there because I'm choking so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I need that.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's the new product. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay, so what about the RV and our blessings? And then we're going to go ahead and call it.
If you start to move anything, it's there. Is it getting bigger or
something there because I'm choking all the time. And I told you
they are talking about liquid gold.
Okay. All right. Could you tell us a little bit? Yeah. Tell us about the RV blessings now, Zorra, if you will.
Indeed. Understand that the RV blessing is near at hand, and what is termed as the paymasters have been given the funds to begin to distribute them out, and so Reno is not standing in the way either.
So you see this, so when you say it's at hand, you're saying this is super, super, super close?
Indeed.
So what do you want to say to the people that are still very reluctant about what's happening?
Do not lose faith. Do not lose your knowingness that this is occurring. Always go with the understanding that it is already complete. Do what is termed as to go out and look at the homes that that you're interested in. Go ahead and do what is termed as go and test drive the vehicle you wish to purchase. Do your part into getting prepared for what you are about to receive.
Okay. All right. So if you would go ahead and just send a blast of energy to all of us, and we'll call it a night. All right, sir. Go ahead.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Receive.
Oh, this guy, hey, he drive fast. By the time I got a
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We receive, and we will call it an evening. Thank you, everyone.
What not to do? He said, Granddad said don't speak.